So, hello everyone. Today we are going to start with the ICSE 2025 section A, uh, computer application, paper, solution. So, you must have seen my first video. So, these were some topics which were asked. So, I will explain when the question came. There is no need to explain it now. And all the credit of this question and answer will goes to this website and link is in the description. So the first question is choose the correct answer to the question from the given option. Okay. So question one comprises of some parts. So character class. Character class belongs to which character class methods are found in the package called. So what is package? So in simple terms, when we write system.out.println and anything, so the system called class full name is java.lang system, or when we write mat.pow and those parameters inside, argument inside. So its full name is this. So actually to store in a there must be a folder called Java. Inside there is a lang folder and inside there is system. So these were package in which classes were stored to manage them. Mostly they were similar classes. Similar means in terms of functionality. So there is one more class, wrapper classes. All the wrapper classes where it could be character, integer, comma, and so on, double, and so on. So to check this concept, you can write java.lang.system and shoot because the full name of this is bad story. But to not write it again and again, this is a default package. And when we don't define any package and something is working, like for scanner, to work it, the scanner full name is java.util.scanner sc equals to new scanner and system dot in. So its full name is this only. Cannot find symbol scanner. So it's not working, but it should work. I think I need to write this. Yeah. So full name is this only. So in Java we can write this and then also it will work because scanner class present inside util package. So that's too much for one marks question, but I will have tried to explain my best. And I should click with the vertical tab. So, yeah. So second thing is system.out.println. Yeah, this question. If I copy this string and paste it here, so you can see if there were single quotes. And so char plus int will result into int that is Unicode, or you can say ASCII code characters, ASCII code of characters. Okay. So character plus int is equals to an int. So it's a capital Z. So it will lead to capital Z value if. So it should be 90 and 122. And 32 is the value of 32 is the value of space. So it's a sky value of space. And 122 is the value of small z. So that's wrong. So when we add or subtract 32, means if we add, so we get a small letter of that particular means. If capital A sky value is 65, so then 65 plus 32 will, which should give us 97. I'm not adding that, but that will give, and 97 is the value of small a. Okay, so 122 is the answer. Okay, then it's asking about this. So how many bytes it will require, and it will require how many bytes. So this question, how many bytes are required? Bytes means, for bytes we need to know two things: number of elements and data type of array. Array, how we can say it's an array? By seeing this subscript operator. These two big brackets were called subscript, and after the variable, if we write this, so mean that x is an array variable, and each element is each element is of double type. So two things are number of elements. So number of elements equals to comma plus one or one element if there is no comma. Okay. And data type means data type of double. So you must have learned like note is having 4 bytes and double is having 8 bytes. So what happens? We will count comma. So comma will be 1 comma, 2 comma, 3 comma. So 3 plus 1 equals to 4, and 4 into data type of double, which is 4 into 8 equals to 32. So this is how answer is given. Means double size is 8, 10, 8 1 za, 8 2 za, 8 3 za, 8 4 za. Okay. Then we'll go to this question. This question test our operator precedence. Okay. And so first of all, we are seeing two divide operations. So we, as we know, in board mass, divide, multiplication, and addition, subtraction are having same priority. And inside that, this divide and this divide is same, and solve left to right. Okay. So left is 42 and right is 2. So what we can do is just add, and what we can write it like 42, 42 divided by 6 in bracket. Okay. And modulo 2. Then what's the answer to 6, 7? So quotient is 7. and modulo 2. So 2 threes are 6 and remainder is 1. So 1 is the answer. Okay. Then they are asking index of barcode scanner. So barcode scanner index. So I will draw you a table for that. So this and inside that one more square and we'll just copy paste. So ours is 2 row 3 column. There could be more, but currently we are having. So if you don't know, just write like this, and with practice you will remember the numbering. But on initial days you can just write like this, like 0 0 will give us 0 0, 0 1 will give us 0 1, 0 2 will give us 0 2, 1 0 will give us 1 0, 1 1 will give us 1 1, 1 2 will give us 1 2. Okay, so that's the way to write. And there is one more thing, like if I would copy this and paste it, and suppose there were uh, more elements. Okay, so first of all, there will be a 2, and there will be what 1 0? No, it's 2 0. Then 2 1 is 2 1, and 2 2 is 2 2. So if I highlight this, that will be change or yeah, you can see these elements are having same number. So you can write like this also, like if there is 3 by 3 matrix or 2 by 2, then also, but you can't write in this, but in 3 by 3 matrix you can write it. So here, this if we write the numbers, so 0 0 0 1 0 2, then perfect. Here, uh, 1 0 1 1. Okay. So 1 0 1 1 and 1 2. So they were asking for barcode scanner. So this barcode scanner is at 1 1, and that's the answer. Now they are asking which of the following user-defined data type. So whenever this question came, just the data type which you don't remember means in option like array, you can't tell how many bytes it will take. Class, you don't know how many types it will take. Double, you know, 8 byte, and boolean, you know, 1 byte. So 1 and 3 are user defined, and 2 and 4 are primitive, system defined, predefined, default, whatever you can say. Now it's saying like select the infinite loop. So infinite loop is a loop whose condition will never false. So we will check like we will just copy paste this question and we will do a detailed study. Okay, so for this, you can see first of all this one 1 less than equals to 10 and 0 0. So if I take for 1, okay, so 1 is less than 10, true, 2 is less than 10, true, 3 is less than 10. So this will run and it's not an option. So from 2, okay, so 2 is not equals to 0. Then updation is -3. So 2 minus 3 will be 2 minus 3 will be 2 minus 3 will be -1, and -1 will not equals to 0. So as you can see, it crosses the, like for this option, you can see it crosses it, like 2 not equal to 0. That's no problem. But then you see -1 is also not equal to 0, and then it will just kept on minusing it, means -2 and -5. You will never get 0 here. So as is a multiple choice question, so this is the correct option. And we'll check more options also. Okay, so we'll check more option like 5, starting from 5 and less than equals to 5. So it will run for time, for one time. This is terminating condition. 1 is greater than equals to 1, so it will run one time. And I think portion is not copied. Yeah. And so there is I minus minus. So there is one more minus and then this thing. Okay. So 1 is greater than equals to 1. So first time it is true. Then, okay, so this will run one time, this will run one time, this will run 10 times, and this will run infinite time. So these one are these one are my ones. I will write it more accurately. 1 and 1. Okay. Then what is the output of mat.max? Yeah, this. Okay. So mat.max and yeah. So first of all, we will see mat.min. So minimum between -5 and -4. So if we draw a number line, so -5, then -4. So this side is minimum and this side is maximum. So I think -5 is the answer for here. -5. Then we are seeing for -7. So in -5 and -7, which one is greater? So for positive side is this. So I will write -5. I think -5 should be the answer. Yeah, -5 is the answer. So if you draw a number line and and just simply draw a number line. So this is the positive side and this is the negative side. So for minimum, write the leftmost value, and for maximum, write the rightmost value. Okay. So as you can see, -5, -4. So for minimum leftmost value, so -5 is leftmost. So I will write -5. For maximum, -7 and -5. So if we write it, then it will be -7 and -5. For maximum, what I have said, for maximum, write the rightmost value. So rightmost value is -5. So -5 is the answer. Or you can do other ways if your math is good, so you know that -4 and -5, which one is smallest and greatest. Okay. Which of the following is true for the object creation? Which of the following is true for the given object creation statement? So it's saying game is an object of cricket class. Game is a okay. So I will write the syntax. So the syntax is class name, object, or reference name, then new, and class name. Okay. So this is the thing. So this is the class name, and you can say like object is this only, means if this is the object, okay, if this is the object, then it is referenced by this reference name. Okay. So reference is pointing to a object inside heap memory. So this is the syntax: class name, reference name, new class name. Okay, so it's the object creation syntax in Java. Now what it's asking? It's asking like which of the following is true for the given object creation. New keyword creates object game. No, object is here cricket. Game is a class and cricket is an object. This is true. Game and cricket are object, no false. So this one is true. And I think I made you understand like when we saying object, so this thing is object. Okay. And whatever written after class is object name. Post of is an example of access specifier. So for access specifier, suppose that there were three buildings and you will tell me the answer. Okay. What I will do is just write it here. Okay. And public, private, tech. So I will have to explain these things. These were called access specifier. So public places are the places. So first of all, we will go to class fifth or second where we know public place and private place. So public places are the places where user or people can enter without permission. Without permission, my rule, you can enter in bank, you can enter in post office, you can enter in ATM, you can enter in schools, where we can go without permission. Okay, these were the public places, and private places are the opposite. And protected one are the one which were given a special permission, like you can say here, army office, like those things. Okay, so private place, your home or office, somebody's office. Office could be in those private office where you have to show the ID to enter, otherwise you can't enter those office I was saying. So army office is protected because it's a public but user can only associated numbers can enter. Okay, so I guess I'm not confusing you. So post office example of public access specifier, not these. Okay. And local is not a access specifier even. There is a default, but that's not an option. So this question, these questions were started coming when after 2016, I guess, when they started CBSE whole kind of thing. Otherwise, in my time, we have to write the answer. Okay, so so what is saying in switch case break statement avoids all through. Yeah, statement is true. And reason is break statement help to execute only one case at a time. Yeah, these are true. So both were true. I think these were scoring questions or what they are asking. Specification teacher asks student to do a side stretch as shown 10 times. Which programming construct the teacher uses? Okay, so stretch should be done 10 times. So teacher say stretches to be done 10 times. If that's great, and stretches should be done 10 times. So whenever you say times, okay, times mean 10 multiply by 1. Okay. So 10 times doing the same work. So doing same work multiple time, doing same work multiple time, what we can do? Could we use if statement like if stretches are less than equals to 10, continue, like something like this. Think we start executing. So first time stretches will be 1 until execute and then what exit. This will not work. So what can we write? Could we write loop? Let's try a loop. So while stretcher is less than equals to 10, um, SFPM keep doing. Yeah, this thing I think will work because it will continue the execution 10 times. This execution will be executed 10 times. Yeah. So loops could be great. And switch we can't try. So switch is also a conditional statement and iteration can store only. Index subscript. Okay. Index subscript of last element in an array. Last element in an array. So if we design an array like this, and if we write element 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And if we started writing numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So it's saying if we want to print this, how to do it. So in array, we know like we have a num variable of class array. Okay. So if I write, suppose this is reference by ARR. Okay. So if this is reference by ARR, then ARR dot length will give length should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess. So to get 6, what we can write ARR dot length minus 1. So it will give 6. And so to print that, can we write it like this? ARR dot length minus 1. This should give us 10. So what question is asking? It's writing the subscript of the last element. So I think we want like what to write in subscript. Subscript is this square bracket only. The square bracket is extracted from here. These things which we write ARR bracket. So these are subscript and they are asking what to write inside it. So 1 minus 1. So again assumption clock is if clock is nested then okay. So they were asking, do you know clock? I said yes, I know clock. So there is 12 and 9. On 9 should be here, then 3 and 6. So there is a clock hour hand and minute hand. So hour hand 12 times and minute hand moves 60 times. These all we know. And to write it in loop in 12 hours it should move 60 times. In 12 hours it should move 60 times. Okay. So means I have to write something where for every hour it should move 60 times for every hour. Means first hour 60 times, second hour 60 times, and will improve my writing. And third hour will give 60 minutes, and fourth hour it should move 60 minutes, and so on for 12 hours. Okay. So what I'm saying is this one is constant and this one is changing. So could we write a loop where I should move from 1 and I should move from this. So this will print 12 times and and dj equals to 1 and j should be less than equals to 12. No, we want 60 minutes for this one. And by writing this, we have written a nested loop because a loop statement inside another loop statement. A loop statement inside another loop statement is nested loop. So what they are asking? They are asking while minute hand move 60%. Yeah. So they are asking is clock is a real life example? So yes, both A and R are true, and R is a correct explanation of A. Yeah. Which of the following pairs of method will cause compile time error due to incorrect method overloading? Yeah. So for method overloading, what we need? Same name, different parameters, just two. Return type does not come in return type doesn't come in the this thing. These two things are function signature. Okay. Function signature is a way to uniquely identify any function. So to uniquely identify a function, you name same name and different parameters. So we'll copy paste these options. Uh, yeah, and we will see one by one, like what they are saying, and white is good, I think. Option A, okay. Yeah, so because with me, check same name, different parameter, then it is method overloading. And what is asked? It's asking which of the following will give an error. Okay, so there will be cross in both. Okay, same name, different parameter. Yeah, different parameter. So different parameter could be different data type also. Name is not there. Different parameter means this type. Okay. So it's correct. So the same name and different parameter. Then we will check this same name and different parameter because int is of A is of int type and here double is of A is of double type. Same name, different parameter. This is also right. Void test int A double B. Here we are not even passing the second parameter and this will give us an compile type error. And what test enter this here we are changing the signature also. Wow, this what question is asked. Which of the following method we call the compiler due to incorrect. Hmm. So here we are assuming the original function signature is void test and there will be an okay and there is void test with the int a comma int b and there is void test with double a comma int b then there is void, test with, and so on. So there is always a void, but here we are seeing that they have written in, so it is wrong. So method overloading, same name, different parameter. When we say different parameter, it could be number of parameter, or it could be types of uh, data, types of parameter. Okay. So the question context is they were asking because they have defined something like this. So they were asking. So for that, here we have written int and here it is void. So no. Okay. Then which of the following will convert? Yeah. So for conversion, which of the following will convert? So we want to convert a string to double. Okay. So to perform any operation on data type, we need wrapper classes defined in java.lang package. Okay, so for double, we need double. Then there are two methods, value of and parse, and then the wrapper class name like double. So we need to check that option, what the option is. So yeah, and in Java, there's a camel case notation or way of writing. So methods are always camel case. So we can see camel have a bump and then. So that bump is here C. And if you have ever used equals, ignore case, then you can see this one should be a simple line and okay. So there is a bump, then simple, then bump. Okay. So you need to see that also because they were checking this also because here you can see P is in capital and D is in small, but here you can see P is in small and D is in capital and yeah. So we are converting this, so this option is correct. I hope I am able to make you understand. If there is any problem, just comment me. I will upload this video if there is too much problem. No problem in that. So this question, what it will display? So 4 and okay, I will try run it. No problem. C is option is 0 and D option is so that's not needed. We will start. We will take another pen. Another pen will start executing. P equals to 0 and P equals to 4. Okay. So P equals to 0. Then 0 is replaced by 4. We will check 4 is greater than 0. That is true. Print P, print P. So 4 and then 4. Because there is print and print ln, so cursor will print 4 and because there is no ln, so it will print in the same line. Okay, wow, checking something else also. Yeah. Actually, wow. There is something else I forgot, and that's a very good question because I have also yes, seen it and but thank God there is not a 44 option, but otherwise I will mark that also. If I paste it and run it, you can see 00 because there is a semicolon here. If I remove the semicolon, then it will give 420. And if I write it properly, then first time it will give 44. But the question is tricky question and you are seeing a semicolon. And this will not give any error if you write it like this only and in equals to 0. This question is sufficient to cut 1 marks off an 100 scoring student because the semicolon is there and you just and I think it's in 10th class so they don't give 44 option, otherwise it can make management can make mistake in this or I, I have made a mistake. Okay. So I say, yeah, if I just copy paste this and pasted it here. So you can see there is, if it's new to you, then you can see this thing, and this thing. So as we know, a string is enclosed in double quotes. Double quotes means not these quotes, double quotes mean this. Okay. So string is always there, but if we want to print and character is in single quote, character is in single quote. But if we want to print this or this, then compiler got confused. So to avoid confusion, we write uh, this and backward slash this and this, and then go to the compiler, refresh it, and just print a single double quote. Okay. Here you can see and single quote, you can see it. Okay. So question is asking this concept only escape sequence. So it will print as what they want to ask. I will explain it. What is the output of the statement given below? Anger and angel. So for this, I have opened this tab, and here you can see it will give a negative value, it will give a zero value, it will give a positive value. So when it will give negative, when it will positive. So there's a good example here. So apple, banana, apple. Okay. So str1 dot str2 means first letter is compared to first letter. So A is less than B. A is less than B. So if first string is less than second string, so there is a negative value. Here B and A. So I will simplify it. These models for making things not easier, I think. So just simplify it. Simplification is also not good, but actually in that you can see comparing letter by letter also. But what I'm trying to say, here you can see if there is a banana, then A is not compared, then A A is compared with B is compared with A, and so on. So first letter is same, then second letter comparison is same, and so on. Okay, you can see two string lexicon also compares on the Unicode value of each character. Okay, so the question is, here you can see A and is same, so these were not compared. A and G is same, so and G is same. A and G is same, so these same string were not compared. Means there was no issue in that. Here you have write R and here you have written N. Okay, so R is greater than N. You have to need to write ABCD uh, and say J K L M N O P Q R. Okay, so R is greater. So if this first one is greater, so answer is automatically positive. So answer could be 6 or 3. Then we have to count like L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. So after that L, there were characters like M, N, O, P, Q, and R. So R is at sixth place and it's greater. So this one is the answer. Then consider the following segment jump by. Okay, so we need to solve a puzzle. Okay, so I will just tell you one thing about return statement. Return statement is the last statement. So this statement should be last, and in our answer, it should be at last, and then there will be a places. Okay. So first of all, we check where two is at last. Two. Only one option. So that's already correct, but I will not leave you here. I will go through all things. So now we know that for using K, we need to first define that. We can't directly use it here. So it will go to first. So 3 should be first, then this should be last, and answer is 3142, and 3142 is there also. Then section A, question number 2. I think this requires some writing. Those were above were some MCQ. So, okay. So writing a Java expression to find the product. So product of square root of b and the square root of the math class. Just you need that simple. Nothing is there. We will up to the string method. The output portion I will then. So save length and okay. So substring 3. Okay, then if we write So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. A substring of 3, then it should start from 3, then this, okay, last. So ENT and concat y dot substring. Now y dot substring of 3, the 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. So 0, 1, 2, RIX. So ENTRIX. Is this correct? Yeah. So substring method is an overloaded method of string class. So substring you can write one index or you can write substring index start index in end index. Okay. But here is a catch. Like then you write substring from start index. So from there, like in this case, from 3 to n. But if you write 2, then what it will do is n minus 1. Mean if we write, so my name is Gaurav. So if I write substring on this string, okay. So I will write from 3 to 4. Means G A U R A B. So what happened? Yeah. So from 3 to 4, so you may think like answer should come R and A, but answer should be R only. I can show you here also. So string s equal to borrow and s dot s dot string with two parameter 3 comma 4. You can see the answer. So there is only one. If you want two, then you need to write more. So it is 3 minus 1. 5 minus 1, that is 4. Okay. So answer is R only because 4 minus 1 is there. Convert the loop into exit control loop. So exit control loop. So there are two kinds of loop. I think I have not covered it there. Yeah. So there were two kinds of loop, entry control and exit control. So in simple words, if these were two loops and you are checking condition here, then it is an entry control loop. And if you are checking condition here, then that is exit control loop. Okay. Example. Yeah, I should also write example. So do if you remember do one syntax, so can see here and while and for is there. Okay. Open it again the example. Yeah. So this should be converted to do while. So for converting it to do while, I need to write a do while syntax. So you know, large code initialization do statement closing bracket while condition. Okay, so this is the syntax of do while, and for loop syntax is initialization, condition, and updation. Okay, so we need to convert this from this. So that's not a problem. So they were trying to make it complex, and but no problem. I will try my best to make it simple. So you can see there are two kinds of initialization are there. So what we can do is just try again copy the first line, again copy this code. I will again copy it and paste it. So what we can do is just write it here, and first thing in initialization. So we will initialize it. Initialize is like 10 and b equals to 1. Okay. So then we need to write do. So we'll write do. Okay, I think I need to put them aside, and then I think I will to write them. Or best thing is to delete them. Then I need to write do, return do, opening bracket, from a statement. So statement are these two lines. Just cut it and paste it, and updation is also there, and condition. So there is single condition. So just copy it, and this one is condition. This I'm following a syntax initialization, and anything else that is written will go out. Okay. So this thing is initialization, these things are a statement, these things are condition, and this one is extra written. So I think I have written it right. Yeah. There were questions like you need to do this in 13 minutes, I guess, because 1 hour and 30 minutes you need to spend on programming. It's a quick solving paper. That's so simple, no problem. Yes. Then your explanation is taking more time, but I'm having time and you should also having time. Okay, so execution start from main. So r dot print and r dot print a into b, a into b. Okay, I need to explain the constructor also. So when the object is created here, constructor dot call. So constructor is default constructor. So this one is not called. And A will have 10 and B will have 15. Okay, so we are printing the multiplication. So 150. Okay, next time we are passing something. So when we are passing, the passing one will go to the passing one, and A will have 4 and B will have 5, and 4 5 times is 20. So these ones answer, I guess. Okay. String methods and positive integer only one character can add area of code is written by him. Specify the error. You need to specify the error in the program and you need to rewrite it. I think it's 2 mark question. Okay, so you are seeing area and here you are also seeing a area. So first thing is area is class and area this should be constructor and constructor property is public, no return type, and doesn't return also. You are seeing 2 things that there is a return type and it's returning something. This one is the error. So to solve it, sir has given done a great thing like find area, change its name, and also this question has 2 things. So it's a compile time error because at the time of compilation there is an error. We can check it also. Just cross checking it. Class is there, so there is no problem. There's a compile time error, and if you just give value also, then also there is a compile time error. Okay, so each class must contain main method. These were some error which they expect like this code will be called with main. So that main thing is also not an error. So this is the only error. You can see the name is changed and now it's not an constructor. It's a simple method or simple methods can have return type and return value. Yeah. So this question is checking, do you know error? Do you know constructor? Okay. Consider the following area and answer the given below. Okay. Following array. Okay. Sorry, not an area. So 0, 12 and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12 and 2 is 14 and largest element is pair of 0. So 0, okay. Write a Java statement to initialize the first 6 odd number 3 cross 2. 3 cross 2 means 3 rows and 2 columns. So there will be a 3 row and each having 2 columns. Okay, so everyone 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Okay, okay. So what is the result of 0, 1 and 2, 1? So you need to draw it. There is no other way to understand it. Okay, so you need to just draw it. I'm searching for any. Okay, there must be rectangle or something. No. Okay, I will draw it myself. 3 rows, 2 columns. and 1, 3, 5, 7, 11. Wow, 3 rows. Not okay. Okay, I drawn. I have drawn 3 by 3 matrix. We'll draw it here only. We want 3 x 2 odd element matrix. Okay, so 3 rows. So 1 row and 2 row. So number 1 row, number 2 row, and number 3 row. But I will write it like 0, 1, and 2. Then 0, 1, and 2. Then element. So it is a 3 x 3 matrix. I don't know why I'm drawing it wrong today. Two rows, 2 columns, 3 rows. Okay, okay. Now I understand what happened. Wow. One cell. Okay. When I draw one line, there is automatically 2 rows, 2 columns. 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 9. I forgot 9. 9 and 11. Okay. So you just draw it like this, and with the help of diagram I have drawn you above, you can easily able to make or find the index with the help of this diagram. Okay, this diagram you can find it and draw it. Given the output of the following programs specify how many times loop executed plus 2 times, letters are 4. We'll paste it. And so here you can see 4 element and updated by +2. So 4 element each time updated by +2 will give you 2. That's a simple thing. So whatever the output, we don't care. They want output. We will give the output. Oh, they want output plus how many times? Okay. So 2 times, and yeah, then you need to find the output only. There is no other way. Okay. Okay, they were just asking. So for 0 means whole thing, substring of 0 will be whole thing, Java. And then they were updating +2 means 0 plus 2 is 2. So if we write 0, 1, 2, and 3, so from 2 to 3 it's VA. And after that, 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 is not less than equal, not sorry, less than 4. So it will run 2 times and print. So with this, our long section A video is over. And I've taken a little bit more time, but I've tried to explain each and everything. We'll meet in the section B video, where I will cover each question in a separate video. Okay? So that will take next time. Thank you. We'll meet you again.